Welcome everyone, this is Toy-Nutz, and today I'm going to be looking at the new Super 7 Reaction Plus G.I. Joe Fatal Fluffy Force Pack. This is a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive and is currently up on the Big Bad Toy Store website for $49.99. We're taking a look at the front of the packaging here. Super 7's really knocking it out of the park with their packaging of the figures. This is very similar to the original style artwork and everything. They really nailed it. They're doing an awesome job with this, just like with the Trouble Bubble. Has that explosion back and a really good illustration of what's inside here. The top of the box, just the black background, the Joe logo, and of course the Fatal Fluffy naming on it. This is the bottom of the box with the standard basic safety information and UPC barcode. And for the left and right of the box, you got again that cool little illustration and of course the Joe logo. So sitting on a shelf, these things would look, just really pop on a retail shelf. For the back of the box, you've got the explosion back with a file card on top, and of course all the logos and everything. This really looks cool. Nice little tri-cut for each of the headshots onto the file card. So only one file card for all three of the Fatal Fluffies. Since the Fatal Fluffy was released single carded, there's the difference, pretty much just the logo is the only difference, and of course the file card color, but the text and everything on the file cards is exactly the same. So there's one area that Super 7's really knocking out of the ballpark with these newer characters, or never done before characters, should I say, is that they're doing file cards that fit really well with the original file cards. But this one did a really good job. Don't see any need that they needed to change it up or anything. So now that we're done looking at the outside of the box, let's open this bad boy up and see what these guys look like. Just one piece of tape holding this closed, slides right open, and it folds in, and there we go. As you can see, it has a clear plastic blister inside. It's like a little clamshell, holding all three facing one direction here. They're held in really nice and secure. There we can see them, and on the one side here they got all the accessories in a little baggie that's taped to the little clamshell. All right, clamshell's not really snapped together very hard, just sits in there. You can just pull it right apart and the figures will just come right out. They're not in there overly tight. Doesn't seem to be any major issues or anything with paint scraping or rubbing. Again, the figures, after you remove the top layer of the clamshell, just pop right out really quickly, easily. Nothing overly tight or gripping, no rubber bands or anything to worry about. All right, so here they are, free from their plastic prison. These pretty much are the exact same color as the single carded release Fatal Fluffy that they have done. Only major difference is on the one on the right here. You can see he has the open mouth, so that's so he can have that little spitting flame effect. Here's the baggie with the accessories. You can see it comes with just a flame effect, one pistol at one of the whips. So first up, we got the flame effect. It's a nice shiny orangish color here as the plug. Here's the laser pistol, pretty generic, not very much detail. And then we got the whip, again, just like the one that came with the single pack. Same type of soft plastic material. You can stretch it out, and when you let go, it will pretty much go back to shape. All right, so here's one of the main characters there, the Fatal Fluffy. As I said, this is pretty much the single pack version. Nothing has been changed. The eyes might be in a slightly different position, but yeah, standard articulation, nothing overly loose on them. No overly tight or loose joints, not much for head articulation. It can be moved up and down. This is the second figure. Again, it's pretty much the single pack. Nothing else really different or changed about him. Put the whip into the hand. There we go. It fits, no major difficulties getting it in there. And yeah, so you got one all lined up, ready to go. Here's Fatal Fluffy number 2. Again, just like the first, just like the single carded. No overly tight joints or anything. So again, really good job, good consistency, good quality. And we'll give this guy his laser pistol. Goes right into the hand. The hands are spaced just right. There we go. Nice, secure fit. Not overly loose or anything. And number 3, here he is with his screaming mouth, so he can hold the breathing effect. Again, you can see the eyes are in a slightly different position, but otherwise colors and everything are good. The head does move up and down really well, but no real side-to-side motion. And again, joints are fine, everything else is good. For the blast effect here, just snaps right into the mouth, slight fit, and this is all 3 of them ready to go, all set up. Like I said, I wouldn't have minded if they added extra accessories like a whip and a gun for everybody. That I think would have been better, but really overall can't complain. These are really cool, helps add out to your Fatal Fluffy, especially since the single pack is so expensive and so difficult to find. All right, here's a close-up look at the eyes. I don't know if it's a production or done on purpose, but the eyes are slightly different on each of them. It looks they're not exactly perfect, but is that production or not? Here it is with the single card on the far right, and yeah, really there's no real difference between any of these figures. And again, closer up so you can see all the eyes. So like I said, you can see they kind of look like they're in slightly different locations, off to the side, more towards the middle. I don't know. But yeah, putting them all together on a shelf, they look really good together. And so here's the single pack with his laser pistol and the whip. Again, I would like if I could load up all of these guys with the laser pistol and the whip, and then just the one with the breathing breath. But it's all right. Putting them all together, these guys work really well. So yeah, quick, easy army building wave. Brilliant idea from Super 7 to do this. They should hopefully do this with more figures in the future. The Fatal Fluffies look great. And so how do they compare? Here's a Super 7 Flint, and here's a vintage skid mark. So you can see they have a nice height and build and chunkiness to them compared to not only the Super 7, but also to the vintage line. And then, of course, how do the monsters compare to the original Joe monsters? I got the Monster Viper and Bio Viper. You can see they're, yeah, they fit in pretty good. The original Joe ones, wish they had more articulation like these Fatal Fluffies did, but they don't. So they can be a little bit bigger and bulkier. But yeah, overall, they blend in perfectly. Overall, I gotta say this is a must buy, especially at the price, 50 bucks, 3 figures. The original alone retailed for 20 bucks, so definitely a deal. If anything was changed on this, I just wish they had an extra whip and an extra laser pistol for each of the characters. But yeah, Super 7 really nailed it with this one. Again, I hope they do some more troop builders this way. Be a box set of these new Cobra Vipers they just did. That would be awesome. Do them as a 4-pack. They'd sell out really well. Thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like and subscribe. Drop comments down below what you think of the Fatal Fluffy pack. As always, have a good day and Excelsior.